Oh, hello there, friend! Welcome to the fire. If there's an issue at your table, you gotta communicate and voice your concerns, because that's the only way things can be, at least, attempted to be fixed. Like in this story entitled, Ever Get Reduced to a Sidekick in Your Own Party? r/RPG horror stories, posted by Got Along in Here because I got a brain that can't filter out irrelevant details when I'm telling a story. Starring DM, Cleric, Monk, my bestie of many years, and me with the IRL social skills of a piece of stale bread. Star Wars style text scroll, relevant background information. Bestie and DM are sharing a house with two other people, one of which is DM's longtime girlfriend. Bestie has told me before that she would be interested in DM if he wasn't taken. DM is planning a D&D 5th edition homebrewed campaign. A few weeks prior to the story, DM and his girlfriend broke up. DM's friends know that their relationship had been souring for months before Bestie even came into their lives. But Bestie still feels guilty, despite, to my knowledge, having done nothing to cause the break. The actual story. One fateful evening, DM wants to run an impromptu introductory session, so we can get to know his homebrewed world a little bit. Since the campaign was announced long ago, Monk and I have been preparing our character concepts, so we quickly jot down the bare necessities. Cleric is a veteran who has no trouble creating a character on the fly, and apparently DM and Bestie have spent a lot of time fleshing out some homebrew aspects of her artificer. But despite that, she had no name for the character yet. The game starts roleplay heavy, since it's a lot of exposition and us talking our way into a quest. Bestie's artificer really takes the wheel here, asking a lot of questions and dominating the conversation, and the DM indulges her. Result? Monk, Cleric, and I are mostly sitting around, struggling to get a word between the two, and not rolling a single die. It was a short session in general, ending with the DM teasing an encounter before calling it quits, which meant I walked away from the table feeling rather disappointed. I know Monk at least felt the same way. Meanwhile, life happened, so the game hasn't continued yet. Bestie and DM were very touchy with each other that evening, and now we're a few months further, and I know there's something between the two of them. I don't know if I'm looking forward to continuing the game. It felt very much like a one-on-one session between the DM and my bestie, with the rest of us just hanging out as NPCs in the background. I have no idea if this short introduction sets the tone for the entire campaign, but at this point, I'm not too hyped anymore. Maybe I'm just being too whiny. I guess this is more of a rant/asking for advice type post, and not really a horror story. I've been wanting to play D&D for ages, but since I have a very limited number of friends, I don't get any opportunities to play. So, I really want this to work out. Now, when it comes to mixing relationships, especially romantic ones at the table, it could be a bit tricky because while there are some people who can handle it, there are also those who can't. And for the latter, well, when those relationships end, it often spells the end for the gaming group as well. Yeah. Like in most of these stories, The key thing here is that people need to communicate with each other. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. People need to know what the problem is if they are to fix it. And in this case, well, from what has been presented here and the fact that multiple months have passed since the last game, it does sound like the game itself has fallen apart. And hey, that does happen. Life can get in the way and schedules do conflict. It's like one of those memes where getting everyone together for a game night is like pulling teeth. It happens. But there are options such as Adventure League or game nights at your local game shop, online via Roll20 or some other online options, or, well, just put together a new group. Sometimes, if you want to play some D&D, you gotta make it happen yourself. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And would you kindly follow the socials posted in the description below. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.